That's everyone. Oh, I almost just sent the message is literally just that everyone. Hey everyone. Surprise stream. More Digimon World 2003 hype. To be honest, I didn't plan a stream because I didn't think I'd have the energy, but I am surprisingly full of it. I think that's because I haven't had caffeine all weekend, and then I got home and drank 2 bottles of Mountain Dew. So come visit another chill stream. Woo. Doesn't work if you don't say the woo. Okay. My favorite thing about that is because when I go woo in that tone, it reads completely differently in Discord form. Wow, Maz is trying to say he can't come right now. I'm gonna call him a fucking disgrace. There we go. Alright, let's see. Live streaming. Chat. We're gonna sit to live. Pull up Discord, or pull up that. And then... It's weird that Moz is being so apologetic. I don't like this. Alright. Well, I hope this makes the evening better. We're gonna find out, aren't we? And let's go here. And bam. Bum 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 bum. Ba-dum bum. Alright. Plus, I mean, I might be able to sneak by and actually get to use the Dream Team. That's part of the reason I'm doing a sneak stream. Maybe I'll actually be able to get something done. I believe we're tracking down Renamon, which should be easy. And then the Crest of Reliability, I believe. And then we go to the West Sector. Alright. Oh, god damn it. I mean, hey, Under's here. Hooray. Just kidding, Under. You're just sitting there waiting the whole time. Ask my friend Renamon about bombs, so don't... Hold on, don't make me say that. That sounds weird. I'm gonna get flagged for saying something like that. Hey, YouTube. Thanks for coming to my channel. Ask my friend Renamon about bombs. Alright. Let's get to Protocol of Ruins, I think it is. Also, I said I was full of energy, and the second I started streaming, my eyes were just like... immediately, like I can feel them being baggy. That's good though, because if I get tired enough, then I should sleep through the night, which would be good. That's a problem I've been having last week. So, how is everyone this fine Sunday? I almost said Saturday. We all enjoying ourselves. Everyone hyped for the anniversary stream next week. That'll be a lot of fun. I'm hyped for it. All these people saying they can't go, like they have plans on Sunday. Fucking disgrace. Can't believe there's so many liars in my Discord. Let's see. Okay, so you can do some work. You have Metal Mime on, so I think that's what we'll do. Because I think, if I remember correctly, the Guilmon line is actually bad in this game. Like, they're just not good Digimon. Because they rely on, like, weird techniques that weren't fully fleshed out. so they don't really work that well. It'll be a chill stream. Gotta cause the most suffering in the anniversary stream. I agree. Plus, we're doing the boring stuff right now. Just backtracking some more. They were like, well, they made some progress, and then they went back to the main city. So surely we should let them go play more of the game. And like, no, they're gonna backtrack even more. Like, why? Who designed this? And for what purpose? I wonder if we can beat the Divermon with the cards we have. I don't know that we can, but I'm curious. Because we only really have like 10 good cards, so I wonder if that's enough to like destroy the Divermon and Divermon Lake. That would require me to fight Divermon in Divermon Lake, which I don't really want to do. I do like that they had to teach the Divermon to run, because if they didn't, then players would just get themselves destroyed. You call me useless? No. Guilmon himself isn't useless. Also, I found Baronmon. Here he is. Just like Growlmon, War Growlmon, and Gallantmon don't have the best techniques, and their stats are like just okay. Guilmon as a Digimon is fine. I think if you turn him into Beelzemon, he ends up being better. I think. I don't know that I've ever gotten Beelzemon. What? A bomb? Oh, a TNT chip. Sorry, I don't have all the ingredients. If I had a TNT ball, I could make it in a jiffy. Oh, you got a TNT ball. Wait 1 sec. Snip, snip, snip. Cut, cut. Ta-da! It's now a perfect Baronmon TNT chip. Well, good luck. I'll be rooting for you. See, I can see your future. You'll be saving the world. Whoa. Crazy. The music sounds really weird when it's sped up. How's your guys' weekend been so far? Get anything interesting done? Done anything interesting? Had any fun? Oh, that's weird. So they changed the Digimon in this area? This is an area you only come to like twice, so it's weird that they would like refresh the Digimon. It's very odd. I managed to keep my trophy streak going during my my little staycation away into Boston. I got a couple trophies in my Vita. That's how I got away with it. My girlfriend was pleased that she didn't interrupt it. I'm up to like 256 days or something like that. It's getting kind of crazy. I also think it's like insane that they make you get a TNT ball for that quest, because from Protocol Ruins, Triceramon is either at Plug Cape or all the way in the Tyranno Valley, and I'm like, both of those are just as far enough away where that's annoying. Why would you do that? We was pretty shit because life. That's not fun. Surprise stream hype. Hell yeah, Aniac, welcome. Will you be doing your standard what do you call it? 5-minute cameo appearance? I love throwing shade at Eniac for not catching streams, because he does make a point to always jump in, but he just never stays. Hey Sean, what's up? Wow, Stingmon's model is actually pretty cool in this. That's actually really detailed. I don't know, we're gonna have to wait and see. I guess that's true. Oh. Yeah, why is his model so much like... It's like really detailed, especially compared to some of the other ones. It reminds me of the models for the Digimon in Decode versus regular redigitized, because they like are significantly more detailed. I was just asking everyone how their weekend's been. Feel free to answer, or feel free to just sit and chat and lurk. Do what you gotta do, friendos. I think Veemon is the only one who's got a weird Digivolution where you have to get Stingmon to a certain level. I don't know what level Stingmon has to be, though. So I can't fully prepare for it. I think he has to be level like 20 or 40, maybe, even. I know it's a lot. Hey. I just don't remember how much. Oh, wow, it does it automatically. Soul crushing this weekend. Didn't want to crush the mood. Yikes. Been pretty good. Fiance just got back from Disney with her fam and just been chilling. Almost done with Yakuza 3. It's kind of meh. Yakuza 3 is my least favorite Yakuza. I can see, especially after looking at original... after seeing like original Yakuza 1 and 2, I can see that Yakuza 3 was a huge improvement. But after coming from like the Kiwami versions, it's like rough to go to Yakuza 3. And also the plot's not that interesting, in my opinion. The villain is meh. The plot twist is like stupidly soap opera-y, and I hate it. Kids are great though. The introduction of the kids and the orphanage is like the best part of that game. Because they wouldn't be as impactful in other games if you didn't have them introduced in 3. But that's good. I've been playing Bastion. I'm cleaning up trophies right now. I beat the game, and it's solid. I don't know if anyone's platinumed Bastion, but there's some actually difficult trophies. I was surprised when I saw that it wasn't a more common platinum. It's only like 11%, and for a game that's been on PS Plus and is like pretty easy for the base game, I was surprised that more people didn't platinum it. Being Uncle Kaz has been nice. Bastion is dope. It's good. I think I like Hades and Transistor more. But I'm also not an idiot and realize that they're sequels that came out years later. And that they probably wouldn't be as good if Bastion hadn't come first, so... I can appreciate it. I thought it was alright, though. It felt like a very solid, like, 8 to me. I don't regret my time with it at all. Oh, it's only level 5 for Stingmon? Alright, that's not bad, then. I just knew the Stingmon was involved in the calculation at some point. I don't know what I'm going to play after this. I'm going to have to spin the wheel. There he is. I finally found the art of the change account. If you want to change the name of your Digimon, tell me. Change them for you anytime. Hell yeah, dude. Let's do it. Who wants to be named after me? Is it time? No, not yet. Actually, I don't think I'm going to name Veemon after anyone. I think I'm going to do, I like this joke from, the Digimon DS playthrough of naming him Exodia. Why is he named Exodia, Nick? Because he's the forbidden one, because he's always the hardest to get for some reason. Guilmon is taken. So I'll be back in a bit. I fucking called it! I'm just kidding. Take your time, Maniac. If you don't come back, thank you for stopping by. Oh, I just noticed the Baronmon in the background. His face is a lot worse in sprite mode. No one was ever been able to summon him, yeah. Except that one rare hunter who doesn't have a name. And sometimes when they give him a name, his name is just Seeker. No one's ever been able to summon him, except for this one fucking rando. I just looked at your fortune. Green person is dangerous. Okay. Thanks, man. Alright, they have names now. They matter so much more to me. We have Under, Rex, my son, and Exodia. I should name one of my children Exodia if I ever have them. I don't see any repercussions. Where does this goes back to? I'm trying to remember how to get back to the Phoenix Bay. Like what the quickest way is. I like don't remember the I don't remember the paths like I used to. Like I know some of them. I know the one near the gym is how to get to the west coast. But I don't remember beyond that. I think this one takes me back to in front of Tyranno Valley. But then I think the one that leads you to Suzaku City is at Plug Cape, I think? I don't know. I'm having trouble remembering. I guess I can go this way. I do think the Samarimon sections aren't that bad, but the circuit board is awful. Like, this is easy enough because there's only, like, so many places you can go per, like, dock. But the circuit board is fucking everywhere, and there's, like, no indication of where. This music's pretty hype, though. I forgot how good this music was. Bing, bing. Beam, 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 beam. Yo, guys, I feel like you're gonna be really proud of me. So I met my girlfriend's parents this weekend, and they mentioned that when they were coming over on the ferry from New York, they saw a submarine. And I was like, oh, what kind? Was it like steak and cheese, chicken cutlet, Italian? And I thought that was a good dad joke. And and then you know, they kind of chuckled, and they were like, I don't know, that was a bit of a stretch. And I said, oh, how much was the stretch? Was it like 6-inch? Was it a foot long? And I thought that was really funny. It was the follow-up that was funnier. Making sub jokes. I think they approved of me, so that's good. Oh, doesn't Guilmon actually kick the shit out of people? Isn't he like more tough than I thought he was? Top points for the jokes? Hell yeah. The text my girlfriend got after we... Oh boy, Guilmon does not fuck around. Okay. The text my girlfriend got after was, and I quote, we love Nick. So, there we go. What happened if you use the Jig of Miracles on Imperial Digimon Paladin mode? I don't think it works, right? It only works on rookies. Oof. Taking hits here. Guess someone's got hands. Oh my god, he's faster too? Hello? I think it's on me for not training. Uh-oh. Rex is down. Exodia. Okay, we're good. Does it only work on rookies? Has anyone ever tried? I mean, no, but given the lore we have, as far as we know, it only works on rookies. Do the Digieggs work on Kotemon? Or does that... Nefertimon's weird because Kotemon's technically a rookie without her ring, which is a stupid fucking plot device, but does exist. I don't know, are there other Digieggs that work on... from Kotemon? To my knowledge, the only ones that have multiple forms are Patamon, Veemon, Hawkmon, all them. Does she know? Then there's your answer, Sean. But also, I don't know that they work on anything other than that. I think Kotemon is a special case because friendship. Alright, it's good we're trying to aim to go to Plug Cape because I could use some leveling. I also think that I'm saving all my points for the Suzaku gym because it's slightly stronger. Or it's not stronger, but it's like just better, I guess. I don't know. Central Park? What? I didn't know that's where this went. Well, that's really convenient. I'm Kazuki, researcher on Magna Agumon. I hope Patamon can digivolve to Magna Agumon. Well, good luck. Alright, thanks, man. What did I say? I said it was her crest. I didn't specify which crest it was. Who cares? Also, light is a dumb crest. I'll say it. And so is Miracles. Or whatever Ken's is supposed to be. Ken's is kindness, which is fun. Because they're supposed to be virtues. No, I meant like her friendship and her crest. Like, you know, oh, Kotemon, you know, we're so close. I need you to digivolve. That kind of thing. Not that she had the crest of Digimon. Or not the crest of friendship. But like courage, friendship, knowledge, serenity, reliability, hope. Those all make sense. And then kindness makes sense too. But then light is not a virtue. I made a bad joke. Come on, you're good at them. It's hard to say it over text. You gotta punctuate correctly. So the way you punctuate night, I read it as like light. Her crest is light, and you call yourself a Digifan. It's very just curt. Like if you were like Crest isn't friendship, it's light. Come on, Nick. Everybody knows that. That's different. All about that wording. For more tips, tricks, and more on how to make jokes in text chat, subscribe to Wrath of Zalis at YouTube.com. Also, like the stream, and your jokes will instantly get less dry. That's true fact. Also, I'm English. I'm also English. Yeah. Joe's isn't sincerity. Mimi's is. Joe's is knowledge, or Joe's is reliability. And also, Mimi's translates weird. Where, like, sincerity doesn't, like, translate properly into Japanese. So it's like something else, and I always forget what it's supposed to be in Japanese. Because I'm not Japanese. Also, spoiler for anyone, I'm not Japanese. Sorry to be the one to tell anyone. Boom, 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 boom. Whose mask is this supposed to be? I don't recognize it. Like, I know Digitomon, I can see Monmon's helmet in the background. Kotemon's claws. I assume those are Monmon's punching gloves, I think, because Guilmon hasn't been created yet. The bricks, I'm going to assume, are Toy Agumon related or something like that, but I don't know who this mask is. And then the Garurumon and Greymon equipment in the background. Honesty in Japanese? I guess that makes sense. It's just weird that they did, they said honesty. Which mask? Am I going crazy? You guys not see this giant black mask? The one directly above my character, right now. What crest am I? The crest of, determination. Megadramon's head? I don't think so. Because it goes down below the face, and Megadramon's head only covers his eyes and his head. Is that a giant claw? Oh, that could be it. That actually makes more sense if it's Megadramon's claw hand. Let's see, it's crazy. Knight said Megadramon's head. It's wild. I do think you guys are right. Knight was right. Kyrie's the one that Digimon wanted to have babies with in the Japanese version. Yeah, that was a one-off episode that tried to like make it right into Cthulhu lore because there was some Japanese person who wrote it because they were, I guess, like a Cthulhu weeb, or I guess what is it, Westaboo, a Westie, and it did not translate well. Just a weird all-around plot. If I had to pick which one picks me or suits me the most, I would say Courage still. Of the ones that are available. Or maybe Kindness, I don't know. I don't know that it would be Friendship. I'm a smart guy, but I don't know if it's Knowledge. Sincerity. I lie occasionally, so I don't know if Sincerity tracks. Or Honesty. Reliability. I'm kind of flaky. Yeah, you would say Light. I feel like they should just change Light to Religion. Just lean into it. Learned about that on Reddit today. The plot is messed up. Yeah, I've known about that. I just kind of dismiss it. Because I like the idea of it. I like the idea of like the dark Digimon and like, you know, there was like a Cthulhu out there and Kyrie, it's the like antithesis to Kyrie's Light. But then they had to make it weird where they were like, have our babies. And it's like, why would you make a fish person say have our babies, you fucking psychopath? Yeah, so everyone always like asks like what happened to the Dark Ocean like plot line. And the reality is that it just wasn't good. So they had to cancel it. Because the original idea for it was much worse. These underwater Digimon don't fuck around. Am I underleveled? I don't know if I can keep taking these. Great, that's what I wanted to do. Oh, speed up, you've betrayed me. Oh, I'm getting hit by this dolphin. Who is the best bug Digimon? Does anyone have a favorite? Because there are a lot of choices. Who's everyone's favorite bug and why is it Happy Tyrannomon? Tentomon, my boy. Tentomon's pretty great. I do really love Tentomon's design. It's very, very good. Tentomon has very strong protagonist energy. Like, I feel like if a protagonist of a Digimon series had a Tentomon, it wouldn't be that weird. Stingmon? Stingmon's a good one. I'm a fan of Tyrant Kabuterimon. Like, I like all of the Kabuterimon line in Tentomon, but I think because he's so underused. Banjo Stingmon's real good, that's true. Just a mega version of Stingmon. It's really a test to see if anyone was like, oh, Dino Veemon, because then I could be like, alright, ban that person? They're clearly fucking wrong. Or if someone was like, I really like Agumon, I'd be like, get the fuck out of my channel. Like, what are you doing here? I'm kidding. We accept all kinds here, even wrong. Dino Veemon's half dragon. Dino Veemon is cool. Dino Veemon is a monster. Oh. Is this how you get to the West Sector too? I didn't know you could do this. Oh. Huh. Well, there's a gym here, isn't there? Yeah. So, I mean, I guess task failed successfully. I didn't know this is where this went. I thought that this connected from the place in the other place. Yeah, did that help, guys? I'll take it, I guess. Veemon's stats are pretty even, so I think I'll try and mess with his attack a bit. When do I unlock the super training? Is that Magnamon's gym? Is the first time? Yeah. Nice. So Agumon's attack is 472, and he was still having trouble hitting Guilmon down, so I feel like I should go even more with the attack. Although he is higher level, so I guess it makes more sense for him to be a little closer. Alright, Veemon does not want to train attack right now. Hey, there we go. Okay, so that's not too bad. Perfection. First try. So proud of you, my boy. I guess I should up his speed a little bit. I'm just thinking about kid me, who used to just take whatever results I got. Like, I wouldn't save state or anything like that. I would just, like, you know, I would train. If it went badly, it went badly. And all I could think is, like, why on earth do they have... why is a limited resource left up to chance like this? You could, like, actually get fucked. And that's kind of bullshit that the game does this. This is, like, a really messed up mechanic. Because it's not like you can reset this. Like, if you get a bad roll, you're, like, actually in trouble. I also think it's weird. They never let you spend more than 10 TP. Like, what if they should, like, at further gyms let you do, like, 20, and then it's, like, guaranteed perfect results or something like that. So, like, pays off for, like, waiting. I don't know, just, this whole section feels weird to me. Did anyone else just take whatever results they got when they played Digimon World 3? Just make life slightly different, even though it won't matter unless you're over leveled? I guess, but, like, what a weird thing to put in. The game is so long. Why would they, like, take multiple playthroughs into account? Especially since, like, if you want to talk multiple playthroughs, would you just do different starters altogether? Agumon, you gotta stop. Come on, man. I feel like you keep getting so close. Do you guys remember, there's a game that came out last year. It got a lot of bad reviews. It's supposed to be, like, really good now. I think it was called Cyberpunk 2077. You guys heard of this game? Curious if it's, any good yet. Look at the results I got, and so don't play it. I didn't play it on an emulator. It takes too long to reset on a physical console. So what I would do is I would, like, I think when I played, like, my second time or something like that, before I, like, messed around with emulators, I would save before I trained, like, twice or 3 times, so, like, 20 or 30 TP, and then if the results were just battle together, I would just reset. Yeah, I haven't heard anyone, like, praising Cyberpunk, except for, like, 1 or 2 people that I, like, follow. Maybe I should do defense. I don't know. Let's save that 5 for now. He seems a little more well-rounded now. Agumon's got, Guilmon has really good attack already. So let's up his speed. Never played this game, only watched, but I wouldn't risk getting screwed by RNG. I mean, it's easy to say you wouldn't do it, but when it comes to, like, convenience, it just makes sense to do it. Play this game much anyways. I think I beat it once. I'm not a huge fan of it, to be honest. I enjoy it, but I understand why people wouldn't. A lot of bullshit in this game. I do think it's a really ambitious game, though. Like, they certainly went for it. You more attack? You've got the highest attack already, and you're the lowest leveled, so you're gonna get more TP. Picked up Cyberpunk, but I haven't played it yet. I mean, I own it. I never returned it when Sony was allowing returns. So, I'm really curious to see how bad the sales hurt them. Like, I want to know what the blowback of that is. Also, 600 bits at this point in the game is, like, garbage. Like, the treasure you get in this game is so fucking worthless. I, like, as an RPG player, I get really annoyed at worthless treasure. Final Fantasy XII had this problem to an extent, where, like, well, Final Fantasy XII is different because there's, like, 2,000, 5,000 spots for treasure. And they, like, kind of respawn sometimes. But I can't fucking stand RPGs where you get a treasure chest and it's, like, a weapon or something like that that's, like, 2 bosses ago would have been good. Or, like, you, there's that, or if you, you just find, like, a potion, like, 50 hours in the game. I'm like, why did you put this in a fucking chest? Like, what was the point of this? When it's like, it's just like DW2 in the way that it's so close to being a great game, and unfortunately its flaws are just really bad and ruin it. I can see that. I think I might actually have to focus with Agumon for a little bit, because I'm kind of struggling with these guys, and I should be able to, like, at least beat them. This feels like the first, like, kind of wall in the game. Is the underwater section, then the west sector is, like, the first, like, level wall, I feel like. Because we weren't having any trouble in the south sector. The real glitch I had was when my car emerged from the ground and sent all the car on the street into space. Oh, and Cyberpunk? I played a little bit. For me, it wasn't like that many performance issues, it was just like, I just found it kind of boring at first. But I'm like controversially not a fan of The Witcher. I think its combat's pretty bad, and I think it's just like, the stories weren't that interesting to me. They felt kind of like basic. I think I got the one story that I thought was kind of okay was the werewolf one. But, I don't know. Just overall wasn't that interested. I'll go back to it eventually, I guess. Because I really crave like Cyberpunk the genre, not the game. All of you so I can chat and not have to scroll down. You. Should I train here for a little bit? Or is this area supposed to be harder than the area I'm going to? I don't know. I feel like I've trained here before. I feel like that's a thing I've done. Waiting for the PS5 upgrade, go back to Witcher 3. Maybe that'll help me. Or maybe the PS... Oh, you know what? That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for the PS5 upgrade for Cyberpunk too. I will say CDPR is like notorious for developing on PC and kind of like doing consoles an afterthought. So it seems like the Cyberpunk stuff like blew up in their face because of it. Let's get everyone to 20. Or let's try and get at least Rex to 20 first, just to see how it is. Although Rex doesn't even matter, because, not to say my boy doesn't matter, but it's more of, Skull Greymon's a really good Digimon to level, because if he gets to 99, we get, Blackrock Greymon. So I don't really have to worry about him hitting 20, because we already have his ultimate. But maybe we'll try Exodia. Let's try Under for a little bit. Don't have any highly anticipated games coming up? Hell yes. Hades comes out next month, and I'm so fucking excited to platinum that game. That is such a good game for trophies. I haven't looked at the Steam achievements, which I assume is what the trophy list is going to look like. But, like, I just want any fucking excuse to play that game again. I had so much fun with that. They just gave me 100 bits. Let's get into a battle. Let's get into a battle, okay? Let's do this real quick. Okay? Yep. Trading hits. Oh, holy shit. Okay. I might have to level up Metalon, actually. He's kind of a glass cannon at the moment. Okay. So they gave me 100 bits. One fight in this area is 200 bits. So then... what the fuck is the point of a 100-bit chest? Why would I... like, what? Who put that there? And for what reason? Were they like, hey, other games have chests, we should put chests there. What do you want to put in there? Well, we don't want to break the game for them. I'm like, your chests don't respawn. So, like, why would you not just put, like, 1,000 there or something? Like, make it something. What a waste of time. Yeah, I don't know how to train you Under. I'm trying to think of an area that's, like, not as hard as this to go back to. Maybe Plug Cape, but that doesn't sound right either. I think the south sector is probably the best part. I'm being very grateful. That chest is probably offended. I'm glad it's offended. It fucking deserves it. Excited for the new Ace Attorney game? Ooh, nice. Is it a remaster? Is that why you parenthesize new? Hey. You guys ever fall asleep in the afternoon and wake up feeling like you're not awake? No? Okay, I'll choose to believe this isn't a dream. It's some awesome 2-roll-3 content. No, you're dreaming right now. Uh-oh. I guess Tuskmon just kicked the shit out of me. Oh, he died in one hit last time. Okay. I'll take it. I guess I could heal since the Oasis is right here. Uh-oh. Ooh, it's weird skeletal Agumon. Zombie Agumon. Gobrimon looks like a red Oni. Yeah, this is the land of reskins. We have a reskinned Dokunmon, a reskinned Gobrimon, a reskinned Agumon. Waiting for Final Fantasy 16 and PS5. FF16 is going to come out for like 4 years because Square Enix got a Square Enix. That 100 chest didn't even pay for one full like instay. That's how annoyed I am at that 100 guild chest or 100 bit chest. But also welcome Mayo. And I see you have a fresh new Omnimon next to your name. That's pretty nice. I wonder how many Omnimons we have now. I haven't checked. Uh-oh. But yeah, beyond Hades, I don't really have any games coming up that I'm like super excited for. I just think it'd be fun. Does Skull Greymon's attack occasionally drain HP? Because it does that like weird green effect, and I don't know why. Yeah, I mean, there's some games coming out later this year, like Deathloop. From the state of the play, looks really good. Oh, fucking Mammoth mod. Well, this fucking lad. All right. I think my other problem is that the blast gauge takes so long to fucking charge and doesn't save, and it doesn't like stay between saves. So like a mechanic that's supposed to like be there to like save you if you get hit too hard just doesn't work. You have a weapon installed in him that could be draining HP. Maybe? I don't know which weapon it would be though. Need for the West, but it's been out in Japan for years. The Phoenix great-great-great-grandpa is a lawyer. That's weird. So it's like old school Ace Attorney? Or is he alive in modern times? He's like, I'm gonna be a lawyer too. Is he like half of Spencer's age, but still practicing law? That's what it sounds like. Alright, I don't want to keep doing this. I didn't want this. Nobody wanted this. I'm really tired. Before I was doing this, I was watching a video of Renamon playing Monopoly with a few people. I think it'll be fun. I keep seeing memes about it on Twitter. Oof. Took a hit there. But yeah, I'm not really watching anything either. I need to find a good series to watch. I've been watching a Dark Souls randomizer and then some occasional like Renamon videos just to kind of mix it up. Dark Souls randomizer has made me want to play Dark Souls again, just to finally be done with it. So I only have the PS4 version left to play. But I also don't want to play it. That's why I requested more attack. Your attack's fine. It's your defense. I mean, your defense is what's killing you, because everyone can like almost one or two shot you. Oh wow, you got up. Look at that. So what is Guilmon's TP right now? Okay, I think I'm gonna go and train him real quick. Gonna do more defense. Attack is good, but if you can't last longer than your opponent in a fist fight, then it doesn't matter, especially if they get the jump on you. Do they share the blast gauge? That can't be right. It's just a coincidence. Stingmon's also in a weird spot because his defense isn't that high. And his attack isn't that high either. Heard this great streamer slash YouTuber Wrath of Zalis. I have. I enjoy his content. I don't know if everyone else does. I'm at a stall with this game right now, trying to grind for their megas, but can't handle anything more than the West and South and Matarasu. Seem to run over and over. That can suck. Monopoly always makes the best chaos. It's funny you say that. He's playing with Chilled Chaos. I don't know if anyone watches him. When Chilled Chaos used to do stuff with Achievement Hunter, I really didn't enjoy it. I like just don't like Chilled that much. Like he seems like a really nice guy. I just don't like. I don't always like watching him, but he's been pretty good in the Mario Party vids. So I'm like slowly growing on him. But like I really didn't like him when I first saw him. Like do a couple things with the Achievement Hunter. I don't know what it was. It just did not vibe. Or when he used to, what did I see him do? He was like doing like, I know why I didn't like Chilled Chaos. I just remembered. I just had like a fucking flashback. Ugh. He used to, when I worked at GameStop, he used to be one of the people who would come on the GameStop TV, and he would give like reviews or quick like reviews or shoutouts about games, and they were like really basic stuff. And I was just like, and he just had this like. Something about being forced to watch him at work and him just looking very happy and wearing a Mario hat. I was like, this fucking loser. I was like, I can't. I was like, I hated it every time he came on. I just now realized that's why. I was like, I don't think I saw him in Achievement Hunter stuff at all. I think I just literally didn't like him because of GameStop TV. And now that I'm far enough removed from that, I can move on. Wow, I can't believe I just dredged up that, like, hidden memory. That's really funny. I was like, there's a reason I don't like him, and I can't figure out why, and now I know why. I think I can forgive him at this point, though. He, like I said, he seems fine. And then, oh yeah, I'm here to kill chaos. Farming Tiger X eggs to get one specific gene. It's taking me 2 hours so far. It's like shiny hunting. Shiny hunting can be fun, though. Is that in Monster Hunter Stories 2? I still want to play the demo for that. I mentioned it last time, but something about, like, trying to play Switch games for me is just, like, torture. I don't know why. It shouldn't be. It's just, like, the lack of trophies just makes me not have any motivation. Nice. First try. Alright. Wow. Wait, why is Guilmon getting the shit kicked out of him? His defense is higher than everyone else's. That's weird. That's really weird. Technically, his stats are higher than everyone's, so why is he getting the shit kicked out of him? Get on PC? Get one on PC. That's weird. Why is he getting the shit kicked out of him? Is it his equipment? Oh, you know what? I bet I know. No, he's got the HP proxy. I have no idea then. Yeah, they're all pretty much got good armor and stuff. Are there elemental or type disadvantage in this game? There might be, but they're all using neutral damage. Because it's under. Oh, Monster Hunter Stories 2 is on PC? I mean, that doesn't solve the achievement problem. If anything, that makes it... It's still... I would still prefer Switch over PC, because I just don't really... I don't really game on my PC. Like, my desk is for work, so I can't really, like, relax when I'm playing a game on PC. My chair is not as comfortable as a couch, unfortunately. I used to. Or, not really. I think I've always been a console plebe. I always liked Agumon's 5 o'clock shadow. What? Is Agumon a 5 o'clock shadow? I don't know what to do here. Is it Metal Monmon that's causing it? How do I check that? Oh, I was literally typing because it's me. I mean, his defense is even higher. That doesn't make sense. Nintendo missed the boat by not implementing an achievement/trophy system. Nintendo is just fucking decades behind everyone else because they refuse to adapt a system that someone else came up with. Nintendo will only do what Nintendo invents, or they'll be 20 years late to it. I guarantee you Nintendo didn't want to put online on the Wii because they were like, this is a phase, people aren't going to play online. I think if you get Metal Monmon to 40, doesn't he turn into Metal Garurumon? I'm trying to remember some of the Digivolutions. Who would win? A Mammoth? Or one Metally Boy? Yeah, I kind of feel like all my Digimon are getting fucked up here. I feel like I'm at least surviving a little bit longer now. Maybe at some point I should go back to Asuka City and buy the better equipment. You get who to 40? I'll check. Metal Monmon. I think he turns into Metal Garurumon. But I'm not sure. I've never been draw to the achievement system. I'm going to assume seen the draw. So let me... I've explained this before, so let me try and explain why I get so into them. So... I am a completionist by nature, so like when I play RPGs, I'll try and do all the side quests before moving on. I'll try to get the best weapons possible. I'll try and do the best I can. So when I play an RPG for trophies, usually what happens is I'll be about to beat the game, and there'll be some trophies where it's like, finish this the side quest line, get the characters to this level, do stuff, and I'll have most of them like naturally, just because I like exploring the game. So it just feels like natural. It's like it's usually like I can either beat the game and then stop playing, or I can find a way to keep playing the game because I'm enjoying it and I'll keep playing more. The best example in the game that got me into trophies specifically was Ratchet & Clank: A Crack in Time. That game was my favorite PS3 game, and I beat it, and I was like, I want to keep playing it. It was so much fun, and so like I looked at the trophies that had like recently released. I was like, okay, I can do some of this stuff. I can go for this. It's like, okay, get a high score in the arcade game and the Megaplex. Okay, finish the like final Megaplex arena thing, or finish the like bonus like dungeon. Okay, that's easy. Get all the weapons leveled up. And I was like, oh, that's not too hard. Just gotta play through the game again, and I'll get it naturally. Stuff like that. And then I got my first platinum, and then the next one was the Sly Cooper games. And I was like, okay, I've played these games before on PS2. How can I make this like more interesting? I was like, okay, so for Sly 1, the trophies are get all of the clues and do all this. And I was like, well, I was going to do that anyway. So then I get all the clues, and I beat all the levels, and I get the platinum. And then Sly 2 is a similar thing where it's like, okay, I just need to make sure I get these specific items, and so on. So yeah, it's basically just like me wanting to play the games I enjoy more. And then at a certain point it became, well, I already have this many trophies, I should keep going for more. I found that the reverse happened. Like, for a while it was making me play games I enjoyed more, and then I found out that it also like gave me reason to play games I wasn't enjoying as much. Like, there have been games where like I'm like halfway through and didn't go back to, but like I'll have like 70% of the trophies, so I'll be like, alright, let's go back, and then I'll finish it up for the platinum. So it helps. Trophies help me complete games, because like I have a lot of trouble with motivation. Like I will leave games unfinished. I cannot tell you the last Switch game that I finished because there's no trophy system, and I just like lack the motivation to finish most games. But yeah, between stuff like that and just like having this like kind of big score, like I have like 176 platinums now, and I enjoy it. I like having a platinum count that high, because that means I've completed that many games. So it's more of like a score. It's kind of like a score against yourself. It's like how to keep improving yourself and stuff like that. So it's just a hobby. I just like doing it. I like the little endorphin hit when I see the trophies pop up. Do I have any incomplete trophies that haunt me? Kinda. So there are a couple platinums that I'm one trophy away from that annoy me that I don't have them. The Final Fantasy 13 weapon and accessory platinum haunts me, because I want to get the platinum, but it requires so much grinding of the same enemy over and over. So this is the downside of trophies. So it's like this is what makes me not want to keep playing them. I don't like Final Fantasy 13 that much as a game. I did finally go through and play it and get most of the trophies a couple years ago. And the one I have left is you have to create every single weapon and every single accessory, except there's no checklist in game, so you have no way of knowing what you've already done and what you haven't done. And a lot of the weapon system stuff costs money to do, and enemies don't drop money in that game. There's one enemy that has a chance to drop an item you can sell for like 150,000 gil, and the weapons cost millions. So you have to keep farming this fucking thing and hope you get the item so that you can sell it and pay for it. And it's just a slog, because there's just so much to do for it. And there's no way to know how much progress you've made other than just like roughly guess. It's just not fun. It's not what annoys me. I'll go back to it eventually. I need the trophy to beat Uncharted 1 on PS3 on Crushing. And that wouldn't be that much of a problem, except to play it on Crushing, you need to beat it on Hard. And I had done that before, but I lost the save data for it because it was on my like original PS3. And so I had to beat the game on Hard and then beat it again on Crushing. And I just don't like the game that much to do that. So it's just been sitting in my backlog forever. And like the problem with it is like, if I liked it more, then it wouldn't be that much of a challenge, because, you know, I could just play through it. But because I don't like it and I have to play it on Hard, it's just a difficult game that I don't like it that much, that I have to play just so I can play it on an even harder difficulty, and I don't want to do that. There's another one, One Piece Part Warriors 3, where there's a couple trophies you have to get for grinding to getting all character. I forget what I'm missing. I think it's to complete the gallery, but it's that's like a deceptive trophy. There's no Attack on Titan's like this too, where it says, okay, complete the gallery. And it's like, that doesn't sound that hard. And then you realize to complete the gallery, you have to like 100% the game, and you have to play with like every single character multiple times to the point where it's not fun. My worst one's Guitar Hero Metallic. I have all the trophies except for the one to 100% a song as a 4-player band, whereas all 4 people to get perfect. Didn't you try and go for that last year when we were, oh guys, hey, guess what? We got the counter Crest, oh boy. When we were doing the trophy stuff. So that's another one. Attack on Titan is the same thing where I have to play it on like super duper hard mode, and it is super duper hard. And you have to complete the gallery. Same deal. But like, because I stopped playing the game, I like don't remember the controls that well, and so like, in order to 100% that, I have to play the game again to get used to the controls, and then go on hard mode. I didn't install the game like 10 years ago. Yikes. And then I have a similar one with Titanfall 2, where I'm missing a couple trophies in that game, but the one I always try first is the, you have to beat the training course in like under like a certain amount, and I just like can't do it. Because it's hard, it's hard to do if you haven't like been playing Titanfall. So like I just don't, my brain like can't comprehend it that well. What I really need to do is play on veteran, and at the end of my playthrough go for the training course, but like I don't have I just haven't done that. So I have a couple trophies that like, they don't haunt me, because I do think I'll get them eventually, but they're annoying. My white whale for a while was Stardew Valley. I had that Valley of the Prairie King trophy, but I did eventually get it. And the XCOM 2 was another one, because that was like really rare, and like I was only missing like 1 or 2 trophies, and I finally went through and got those. GTA 4 bugs me. It was the first game I played. I didn't finish the platinum. I got everything except for the BS online trophies. That is annoying. Those servers aren't shut down though, are they? Typically, I'd prefer to do more fun games to trophy hunt, as opposed to going back and doing ones that like maybe annoyed me. Occasionally, after I get like a win streak of like getting a couple platinums I wanted, I'll go back and take a crack at games I've tried before. But it is occasionally. I don't do it all the time. There's still really don't have the patience for it. That's typically what's blocking these trophies I need. It's like I could get them, I just don't have the patience for it. Oh shit, we got a blasted Stingmon. But the TLDR of that is that I'm a completionist, so I like completing things. The online trophies in the game take 100 plus hours, if I recall correctly. So that's one thing I don't like. There are some games where I won't go for a platinum because the trophy design is just bad. My best example of that is Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 2, where one of the trophies is to get all titles, and to get all the titles, you basically have to 100% the game, and you have to play a match as each character 30 times. So it ends up being like, oh my god, something like 700, 800 matches of just like, I think just like NPC fights, and you have to win 50 online matches. And what's annoying about that is there's a trophy to win 10 online matches, so like you'd think it's like not that bad. Or I think it might even be 5, but you have to win 10 online matches and lose 20. And I get very annoyed at that, because 50 is a lot. And I'm not that good at... I'm good at fighting against NPCs, I'm not good against fighting actual players who like know how to play fighting games. And because there's like so few people playing it, you'll always be matched against someone who's like ranked like a bajillion, has played the game non-stop every day for his entire life. You know, needing 4 people in the game to get the trophy? Yeah. I agree. I mean, it's a cool trophy. I get the idea of it, but like trophies that require you to need friends, I'm like, ew. Typically, trophies have been getting better over time. Like, they tend to, like, not have bullshit ones like that anymore. Like, typically, if it's, like, a mostly single-player game and they have a multiplayer mode, the multiplayer trophy will be, like, play an online match, win an online match, or play 5 online matches or something like that. Which is annoying if the servers ever shut down. For the most part, it's pretty doable. I don't mind those, because I get it. You want to push people to your online mode, so, you know, give people some incentive. I think that's like, within the level of acceptability. I would recommend grinding Veemon on 20. Why Veemon on 20? Also, I've gotten more money, so I guess I can make the trip back to Asuka to pick up some items. I can maybe check their equipment too. Does anyone who's played this game know if Asuka City updates their equipment, or if it's always the starting equipment? Because I would go to Byakko City, but it's currently taken over by internet Nazis, so I can't buy more equipment yet. I guess I don't have to keep using Stingmon. I don't want you to go to Veemon so you can donate and swap them out. I mean, that's fine. It just means we'll have Veemon later. Under also said he's going to take it easy, because he's saving it all for the anniversary stream, which, to be honest, is what I recommend everyone does. Save it for when it counts. So your last child can have an ultimate? That's true. He is the only one without an ultimate. I also don't need to use Stingmon anymore, I don't think. I don't know what Stingmon unlocks. Sean, you can check real quick. If it's something interesting, I'll keep him on, but I'll use XVmon because he's level 30. I do wish that every time you level a champion, Ultimate or Mega, like a Devolution, that they just, like, slightly increase the stats each time you did. I think that'd be a cool, cool feature. Does anyone really play online games anymore? I don't really find myself playing online too much in, like, any game. I think Fall Guys was the last time, and even then, like, I wasn't that jazzed into it. Like, I liked it at the time, but quickly gave up. He unlocks Kabuterimon. I didn't know that line was in this game. Is Mega Kabuterimon and Hercules Kabuterimon in this game? Or does Kabuterimon a one-off? I don't even play offline games anymore? Well, that's not what I was asking. Come on. I can't be held responsible if people aren't playing video games. I recommend it every day. Everyone should be playing video games constantly. Playing Sea of Thief? Did the Captain Jack Sparrow update launch? I haven't been paying too close attention. Sean and Maya are coming at me like it's my fault they don't play video games. Come on, guys. Why is Agumon so strong? He's a champion. Awesome. How's the update? I don't really watch anyone play Sea of Thieves, so I don't really know what the gameplay's like too much. I know the very basics, but I had some friends who were trying to get me to play it. I was playing Duolingo in my practice my Spanish a few days a week counts as a video game. No, that's just protection, because the Duolingo owl will fucking scrape off your kneecaps if you don't practice every so often. It's very judgmental. Also, the term scrape off your kneecaps is a little more visceral than I meant it to be. Hey. Kotemon is a one-off, kind of. It unlocks Grand Quagmon. That goofed that up. That's weird. My headphones fell off. I'm not sure I locked my door. I think I did. I assume I did. My headphones are behind me. I think I'll hold off. Do you know what, can you check what Veemon does? Oh, actually, if it unlocks Diaboromon, that might be worth it. I like the Jack update, the stories are fun, that's good. Can you check what Veemon goes into? Like, I guess he doesn't do anything for Veemon because he, I assume it would unlock Patamon, but Veemon already has him. Hey. I guess I'll do attack and then speed. Guilmon does seem stronger than everyone else. I haven't really figured out why. Like, he felt weak before, but it seems like that's worn off. I'm gonna go more defense. Agumon unlocks Stingmon? Yeah, that makes sense. So I already unlocked Agumon, so I don't really need to keep using him. I'll use Stingmon just because, like, I'd rather it went towards something, since I'm not going to be using Agumon forever anyway. Can you check what Patamon unlocks? Also, sorry to make you keep checking. You're just like, I know that you have it up, so it's easier to ask you. Just debating if I want to mess around with Patamon at all, or just try and go straight up the Happy Tyrannomon, Grand Kumamon line. Also, is Grand Kumamon a Mega in this? Does that mean that Happy Tyrannomon has the stats of an Ultimate? I don't know how that works. I guess I'll keep using Stingmon for now. I mean, it should be pretty obvious what Patamon unlocks. Is it? Is it Imperial Digimon? Because I don't think that works for Veemon. Veemon has to hit level 40 to unlock Imperial Digimon. That's why I asked. So if he doesn't unlock Imperial Digimon, then he doesn't unlock anything for Veemon. I feel like the canon ultimates and megas, or I guess the canon ultimates at least, aren't very good. Because they don't have anything. Yeah, so it doesn't work for Veemon. Alright, Veemon's gonna be a Diaboromon, I guess. I think it's weird they put Diaboromon but not Inframon, who is arguably in that movie as much as Diaboromon is. Where my Inframon stands at. That attack boost did nothing. And I'm still taking very hard hits. I should have boosted his defense. Oh, it's Veemon level 40 plus Agumon level 50. Oh my god, why? That's so needlessly annoying. Alright, I guess I have to use Agumon. Smiter! Shooter! Maybe I will go back to Asuka City now. Make sure I don't run out of items. Fuck. Inframon broke the rules. He's the only Digimon to ever attack during Age Evolution, which is against the rules. What happened in the Inframon alert? So I like the alert a lot, and I like the idea that it could randomly interrupt alerts, but the problem was that even on its like lowest setting, it still felt like it came up like 20%, 25% of the time, which is too frequent for me. Like if that alert came off like every if it came off like 5% of the time, I'd be more okay with it. Diaboromon is cooler than Imperial Digimon in my opinion. Imperial Digimon does have a weird kind of face going on. Is Imperial Digimon fighter mode in this game as like a separate Digimon? I think especially the way they portray Imperial Digimon in the anime, of like just being this like dragon that's on all fours but doesn't really move, was very strange. Like he had no mobility, and he like flew like a spaceship, which made him very strange. I've never gotten Imperial Digimon Paladin mode, but I have gotten Omnimon. I forget what his requirements were. Was it like level 40 of both of them? Fighter mode you get from level 98 Imperial Digimon. Yeah, that sounds right. Digimon is better than Pokemon. I think most people would agree. Yeah, I knew he was in this game. I just didn't really care. I don't like his design that much. Feels like they did Omnimon dirty when they introduced him. It's like, alright, we're gonna have Omnimon fight Apocalypmon for about 45 minutes. And then Imperial Digimon can come in, take his data real quick, and beat him in like two hits. Okay, does that sound good? Alright. I'm exhausted. What are the three best mega, or what are the best 3 megas in this game? I believe to get Beelzemon Blast mode, you have to have Guilmon at level 99 and Diaboromon at level 99, so I think he's supposed to be pretty good. Omnimon is another similar one where I think you need Wargreymon and Metal Groomon at like high enough levels. So I think Beelzemon Blast mode, Imperial Digimon Paladin mode would be the 2 best ones. I don't know who else there is. Truthfully, your stats and equipment are so busted at the end of the game that it doesn't matter what Digimon you have, really, as long as it's a Mega, because the rest of your stats will do the job for you. Caffeine. Alright, so do they get better equipment, or does it stay the starter stuff? It stays the starter stuff. That is unfortunate. I'm trying to think of where a better place to buy equipment would be, other than the secret shop. I don't think there is anything. I think it's the best possible place. Alright. Nope, hold on. Nope, it's the wrong button. It's really expensive, too. Drains HP from the wound. Okay, so that was... Maya was right. The Cerberus Fang is what made the attack so good. I mean, you can give a Cerberus Fang to Veemon. The Winged Sword. I feel like Rex has like the lowest attack now. Okay. I'll have to relook at that just in case. Metal defensive weapon to attack. So increases defense, but also raises your attack slightly. And then Cabotery Horn is really good. As like a solid attack boost. Actually, I should give this to them. But now I need money. Anything that can sell? They did drop this Magician's Rod. Why are there so many of these? Huh. I guess I can sell some of these. I'm not gonna have enough. What about armor? Just saying I'm still here lurking? Alright. Thanks, Knight. I appreciate it. Hope you're having an okay day. I want to sell the accessories so bad, but that's definitely cheating. Actually, if I have more than 9, I should be able to sell them, right? Because that means that I got it on top of what I already had. So like this extra counter crest, it's not worth it though. Oh, how do I make more money? I think it was commentary horns that do a lot of work. Oh. Instead of the winged sword, let's give him... What's the, like, big fuck you sword that, what's-his-face has? I guess I can give another Cerberus Fang instead. It's this Y-hander, that's right. I only have 2 of them. Okay. And you also have his Y-hander. Oh, I see what I did here. So it accidentally took off the claw. Alright, I don't want to do that. Let's give them 1 of each. That way it'll kind of even them out. Because I don't know how much the draining HP thing is going to come into handy. But I do want to make sure... Oh my god, it's so much less attack, though. Oh, does this Y-hander take 2 hands? Is it... I'm sorry, is this a 2-handed weapon? It is. Oh, that makes more sense. No, I'm fine with that. I thought they might do that, but I thought it, like, only showed it, like, in 1 slot. That makes much more sense. Okay. Alright, I guess. I need a cool 15k. Or I'm sorry, yeah, 15k to get the Kabutari horns. I don't know how much longer I can go. I'm yawning a lot. For a bonus stream, I don't think this is too bad. I think Y-hander literally means 2 hands. It does. Eins, Y, drei. Says Y means 2. And ander, which means 2-handed. That's a good catch, Coffin. So that tracks. I don't know. I don't know if they were just going wild with it. I forget. For anyone who's played Dark Souls, because I know there's a couple different 2-handed swords. There's the Claymore, there's Y-hander. I think there's something else. Is this Y-hander the biggest one? I think it is, right? Surprise stream has been a success no matter how long you go. That's true. This is a bonus no matter what. You already got your Digimon World 1 part today. The return of Newmon. What more could you want? First time I've gotten a Newmon in a Digimon 1 playthrough in, I don't know, years? I guess I could just, like, attack Shellmon here. There's the Berserk Sword, I don't remember the name. So, I think they tried, the person I'm watching the randomizer of tried pointing that out, but it didn't look like the Berserk Sword. It was big and looked similar, but it, like, it wasn't like a dead ringer or anything. Also, rip the author of Berserk. That's real sad. I think I explained this in a different stream, but the like week that happened, all of the a bunch of people in Final Fantasy XIV logged on and just stood and made a line with the bonfire minion, which doesn't move, in front of them, and just like all tried to be, or all of them were Dark Knights who have the big 200 swords that game, and just like stood with the like sword in the ground. And I thought it was really cool. Shit like that's really dope, but my Dark Knight was not leveled up enough to participate because I would just be holding a basic ass sword and I don't want to embarrass myself. Maybe I will go back to Dark Souls. I had literally planned to record my my playthrough on PS4, but it just seemed like no one had any interest. I thought that people really dig Dark Souls, based on the couple times I've streamed it, but I think I was very wrong. I do want to just get that platinum, just so I can just say it's done. It's annoying the amount of collectibles you have to get in that game. By collectibles, I mean fucking weapons. Oh, by the way, anyone who's watched the update video that went live on Saturday, I don't think anyone commented on my my new poster. Which, to be honest, I'm a little surprised, guys. I thought this would be like something you guys would really find pretty cool. I'm glad at least he got to a decent spot in the story, but it really sucks past pretty young. Yeah. Well, was he young? Because that Berserk is super old. It's like 20 years old, isn't it? Or did I make that up? I might have made that up. By the way, chat. No one commented on this. It's a pretty good Digimon poster. I'm actually really happy with that one. So I thought I read he was younger, but he was 54. I mean, that's still young to die. So got my my Digimon World Next Order poster. Big happy about that one. It's like the best Digimon poster I've been able to find. To be honest, I had focused on the Paper Mario one anyway, right? Yeah, I have another Paper Mario one that I got, but the quality wasn't very good. I got the same size Digimon poster of it, but like the image they used must have not been that high resolution because it just looks really vague. I did finish Next Order. Real good game. I think it's still my favorite Digimon game. With hacker's memory behind it, and then redigitized behind it. Ew. Wow. Rude. Oh, hey, for people who've played Final Fantasy X, after introducing my girlfriend to Final Fantasy, she's all the way up to Mount Gagazet. And she really liked the Kamari stuff. So this next part's gonna hurt her. She's not gonna like it. She was like, wow, it's cool the Ronso all came together. I'm like, yeah, they're real great, aren't they? Be a shame if anything happened to them. One day in 2045, Survival will be the best Digimon game. Maybe. It has all the makings. I do like SRPGs. I like consequences and choices. I wonder what's keeping that game. It's obviously a smaller studio making it, but I wonder what's holding it back. And they've announced they are working on another World game, right? I didn't make that up. Oh, did I buy more? I was one digi away from full prosperity Next Order, went to start a new life, and accidentally saved one of my good files. Now it might be a while before I go back to it. Oof. Big oof. When does Waka become literally the worst character? It's around the Bevel stuff. Waka has such a hard changing character. Where he's really nice, he cares about family. But then you find out he's also really devout and also a vehement racist. And they only sort of reconcile that. They never fully it's weird because his character arc mostly finishes before he gets redemption. Because he never really has a good moment of and I was wrong. But I kind of like that because it's realistic. Where it's wow, yeah, I mean Waka's always been really nice to me. It's yeah, he has to you. No Tales of Vesperia on Switch. I've been so long since I played a Tales game. The comedy's on point. I can't get into Switch games. I can't get into Tales games. They're just not for me. Both the aesthetic, the character design, the writing, the gameplay, just none of it really appeals to me. I got a decent amount into Tales of Xillia, and I just couldn't get into it. I was also shipping the main characters very hard, and it didn't seem like they were actually going to reciprocate that ship, so I gave up. Someone spoiled Tales of Xillia for me. Did the blonde woman and the doctor main character guy ever get together? Did the JRPG let me have a romance, or it was no romance, only hinting? I found that a lot of games struggle with romance. Only able to get into Tales of Money before I tried Berseria and couldn't do it. I did finish Tales of Hearts R, on Vita, and I didn't like it. Like, I played through the entire game because it was the only game I had to play at work, and I did not like it. Which one was Tales of Xillia, the PS3 one? I think it started on PS3. Yeah. It was the one with, like, the blonde woman in, like, the white outfit, and then, the doctor dude who was, like, the black and blue outfit. Or, like, he was a student or something? I don't remember. He fought barehanded, I know that. Which I thought was an interesting choice for a main character. Could not tell you a single thing about the fucking plot now. Yeah, it did have a sequel, I know that. So it must have been good. People liked it. I own it still. I've just no intention of going back to it. Hello, and gosh, am I glad I'm not the only one who didn't really get into Tales. More of a Wise person myself. I don't like Wise either. I don't like the combat in Wise. Yo, what I miss? Actually, not much. It's been a pretty quiet day, which is good because we're heavily out leveled. Zillia isn't a great starting point. Unfortunately, Vesperia, Abyss, or some of better. I liked Hearts, but it's one of the less popular ones. I think I tried Tales of Symphonia. Couldn't get into that one either. I don't think I've tried Vesperia or Abyss. It's just like, well, the big thing with Tales is like it's the combat. Like that's not something I can like kind of get over. It's the same problem with The Witcher, where I couldn't. If I can't get past the combat, I just can't get into the game. And I should be able to go get some food real quick and return to watch. Sounds good, Darkslayer. Let us know what you're gonna have. Played both Fair Cockle. I think I liked him, but applies to almost all Tales games, to be honest. But Marmar, you gotta tell me, do they ever get together? I need to know. I could look it up, to be fair. I have the ability to do this. The Wise Combat is so hit and miss. I played the remake of one and was so close to tearing my arm off from frustration. As you do. Oh my god, dude. Oh. That's really frustrating. Sorry, I read it's a work thing. One of our customer support agents said something that they absolutely should not have. I want to say yes, but I think nah. No clue, honestly. This doesn't help me at all. I forgot my shimmy name here. Just some stovetop ramen, QQ. I already missed the ramen from the place me and my friends went to yesterday. S+ quality. That hurt to read because I said QQ out loud. I've had real ramen, I think, once. I went to a place in Boston when I was in high school. I now have figured out what happened here. Under was waiting for an audience before he switched over. Now I get it. I figured out your scheme, Under. His power is popularity. Also, that's gonna fucking suck. That's gonna be so much grinding. Been here, just waited. Like, I'm struggling with my best team. Can only imagine it'll be better from here. Thank you, Under, for the $20. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's so good. Thank you. Oh, the Happy Tyrannomon model is actually pretty good. I was expecting it to be kind of bad. We're finally hitting that point where switching the team really fucks me now. Not that the other team was like overpowered or anything. I was just like trying to be able to like actually not die from the enemies. That day, Nick's walling 2 sizes bigger than his soul, shrank 6 sizes. I'd throw it all away if it meant I could just beat this fucking game. It is a good challenge, though, I guess. What was it under? Can you repeat it again? Kotemon, Patamon. Who's the third one? Who was the third one? It was Agumon, right? That was the third one. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we'll just keep using Rex, and everything will be fine. No, I'll look at it. Let's see. Alert. No, where do I look at this anymore? There we go. Monmon. Okay. We just have chat going, oh no, if only someone could fix this. Anyway, gonna head out. Have fun, folks. I feel like under is gonna be the Eric Andre Hannibal Buress meme, where he just shoots him and goes, how could Nick do this? I didn't do shit. What do you mean? Alright, well, we might as well head over and give them names. I was actually getting a good bit of money too. Not enough to afford anything for these guys, but you know. All right, in order to cook, I have to leave the AFK. What do we have? We can do a wing sword. That's faster. All right, that's better. Fairy Tale is the name of the spear? That's weird. Okay. Hey, Juggernaut. Weird. Weird smelling. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. Is Shuriken better or worse? Worse. Okay. I think I sold his sniper shield too. Great. Alright. Real talk, Destromon is a banger design. It's a shame it's not a boss. I don't remember who Destromon is. It's been a while since I've seen it. Battle of Donuts before the final battle will be devastating. Yeah, we'll see about that. I'm excited to see. I mean, we're not gonna, are we gonna even get to the final battle? That's in part, like, what, 48? Like, okay, do they all have regular HP proxies? That's something I gotta check too. What do you have? Powering? Okay. Okay. Well, we'll head to name them. Hope we get some levels. And then, go from there, I guess. The good news is that Kotemon learns Greymon, which means we could theoretically get a Metal Greymon before we get anyone else. Let's see. Okay, so that's fine. I don't want Agumon, I want Digitamon. I want Egg. Then I don't really want XBmon. But I don't think I have a choice if I want an ultimate. Odd comparison, I know, but I imagine Finn's like Under, or Under's like Finn from Adventure Time in one episode. He ended up creating a black hole just sitting in the middle of the chaos, laughing maniacally. It's the red thing in this game that only appears in cutscenes. Veemon's evolution fusion thing. Oh yeah, that's right. We never actually fight him. You guys remember the fact that Patamon stands on his hind legs? Remember how awful that is? Well, we're gonna see it again soon. But yeah, the good news with him having Greymon is that we'll be able to get Metal Greymon and actually use him. Maybe even get regular War Greymon. Alright. That's not too bad. Kamari, or Kamairi, with the Veemon, Guilmon, and Agumon poggers, getting them back in here. Hey, Agumon. I'll take that. It's good to know that there are people out there still fighting for justice in this world. Thank you for the $20, and thank you for returning us to the sacred timeline, the way things are meant to be. Rex, my son. Welcome back. I'm sorry. I know you had to take that phone call with your stepfather, but you know what? We're gonna go have fun and play now. It's fine. Thus the battle between good and evil resumes. That is the only way to describe it. Alright. I mean, it's me against the entire stream. For now it is. I have a suspicion under that on the anniversary stream day you'll have more backup. Hold on. Also, let's be clear, Under. You're fighting for chaos and for evil. Like, you're like, I have no allies. This is so unfair. I'm like, but you're the bad guy. Like, that just shows how strong you are. They need a whole. Look what they need to mimic a fraction of your power. They need a whole team. You get mad if someone forced you to use the 3-game original mons? I mean, yeah, the bad guy always win. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'd get mad if I switched from this team at all because I'm vibing with this team. Because it's three goats. We get the three greatest of all times. Again, as a general reminder, the actual anniversary is next week, next Saturday. Now 6 days away. I would say that if you wanted to really cause chaos, that would be the true day to let loose. Would be on the anniversary day, because that'll be nonstop. That'll be about 3 minutes of gameplay. And 6 hours of changing Digimon. Maybe I fish. Be better. Yeah, you mean the two greatest in me? Yes. So I know we have a name for a Patamon. Patamon's name is going to be Chaos. I don't know what we're going to name the other four. Like, I have no names for the three Digimon World 3 originals and for Renamon. Renamon will probably just name Yif. I just leave it at that. I don't know what to name the other three, though. Or Rule 34, since there's one in every game. Did you guys know there are lewd images of Renamon online? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. On my Christian internet, crazy. Don't name him Chaos, that Final Fantasy guy will kill him? I'm fucking hoping. He'll get deleted. Or he'll become more powerful than ever and be voiced by Keith David. I was naming Renamon and stuff Vixen. Vixen's a good one, I guess. What? What? No. Say it ain't so. I know, I hate to be the one to break this to you guys. There's some lewd images out there. That's why every day, between 6 and 7 p.m., I go door to door and go, excuse me, have you heard that there's porn on the internet? Sign this petition to stop it. I have 0 signatures so far. Nobody's taking me up on this. Wow, my day's ruined. Thanks. I'm sorry. Sorry to find out like this. If I really wanted to ruin it, then it would be something like, hey, did you guys know that on like the first fucking page of Google Images for nearly every female Digimon, there's some fucking wild, like, fetish porn? This is no longer a joke. This is me trying to make fucking thumbnails and suffering. I've seen impregnation. I've seen big old fat kneecaps. I've seen inflation. There's some fucked up people on the internet with some weird kinks. And I'm not going to kink shame anyone, but I do want to kink ask why. I have seen things that are etched and burned into my mind trying to make thumbnails for these fucking Digimon games. That is a true and real struggle that I have. Nearly every goddamn female Digimon has some very, very, like, fucked up porn. And it's on the first page of Google Images every time. I've occasionally seen some more, like, yaoi stuff. Of, like, certain male Digimon. That stuff is typically if I, like, can't find a good image. Like, if it's all, like, WebP, or if it's all, or if none of it's, like, transparent, I'm being particularly lazy and don't want to do it myself, I'll scroll further down. And that's when I find the true, the core of the internet. I'm like, oh my god, why? I don't need to see, fucking Guilmon and Beelzemon kissing. Imagine there being individual Google search preferences. Imagine. I think the reason it's like the perfect storm, really, because Digimon is popular, but like just popular enough where really Google's like scrounging for images sometimes, and it'll bring whatever it can, especially when you get an individual Digimon basis. Alright. Oh, look, a map. This is useless. It only tells you what areas you've already been. How is this helpful? Card game isn't helping matters with some of the card art for Agumon, etc. They know what they're doing. Digimon has always made some very sexy Digimon on both sides of the gender spectrum and in the middle. Imagine quick travel. How amazing would that be? One son absolutely vile image kid will trying to look for a Digimon I haven't heard of. I'm going to leave it at that and not inquire further. Yeah, Agumon is sexualized as hell. That's why we make the meme every time someone says Digimon don't have genders. And I'm like, sure they don't. Was that one Digimon, Digimon Crusader? Was that the card game? Or is that Digimon Heroes or something like that? Yeah, they get a little racy sometimes. But, you know, whatever sells. It's what the people want. If they're doing fan service, it means someone wants it. In fact, I'd say it means the majority want it. If they're doing it to try and be profitable. Or, and this is actually one of my theories, artists tend to gravitate towards adult content. I don't know why. I imagine because it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, where they see so much of it that they get inspired by it, I guess, because there's so many artists already do it and so on. It's like that kind of thing. I don't know. I think it's a line that Renamon says in like season 3, where she's like, Digimon don't have genders, which is complete horseshit. Like, of course they do. I mean, I'd imagine not every Digimon needs a gender. Like, maybe Megadramon or Machine Dramon don't have genders, but Agumon has a gender. Unless she wanted to be something else, but she refers to herself as Agumon, so I assume that's her gender. Before these talks get dangerous and veer wildly off topic, let's change the subject. I'm trying to think of what else. I still don't really know what I want to play next after I finish Platinum Bastion. I do want to make sure I Platinum Bastion like before I move on though, because some of the like challenges are hard. And, like, I know that if I don't do it now, I'll forget how to play, and it'll be even harder later. Happy Tyrannomon is so chunky. Was disappointed he doesn't evolve in this game. Yeah, Happy Tyrannomon seems, like, really slapped in. I don't know why he's in this game at all. Especially with no Tentamon. But, he's also the same size as Skull Greymon, which is interesting. I don't know why Skull Greymon's so tiny. The sizing in this game is definitely wild. Like, it just doesn't make sense sometimes. Like, I think War Greymon is actually bigger in this game, if I remember correctly. Like, this is what the first instance of big War Greymon. Guilmon being huge is so brain-breaking for me. I know they, there have been versions of War Greymon, including the most recent anime, where they make him giant. I don't really agree with that, but I've explained this before. I like the, like, human-sized ones because it reminds me of Bleach, and the strongest enemies in Bleach being human-sized. I just think it's a fun way to write Digimon, or write enemies. Because you can only fight so many big monsters. Have I Platinum Doki Doki Literature Club Plus? No, I have it on my wish list. The problem with that game is Spencer fucking spoiled it for me. Back when we were recording Borderlands 2, he and the game had just come out, he started talking about it. And he was like, I'm gonna spoil this because you guys are never gonna play this. And then he talked about it and I was like, Spencer, I absolutely would have played that. What are you talking about? I was like, I've played Danganronpa, which is the same fucking weird shit. And he was like, oh, sorry. And, like, that was a few years ago, and I'm still, like, trying to, like, I, like, vaguely know about it, but, like, I'm trying to, like, let more time pass so I forget more about it. I don't blame him, because from what Spencer knew, that it would make sense that he would be the only one to play that. It's definitely veers on the side of extreme weebiness, but I was definitely interested in it, and now that it's on PS4, PS5, I am even more interested. No, let's ban Spencer. Yeah. I can't really get that mad at him. He was just really excited to talk about it. Really, the biggest issue for me with Guilmon's size in this game is that Beelzemon is human size and they're the same size in the intro. That is weird. It's almost like they just did it randomly. Level 20? Mon check? Does level 20 exist in this game, please? Hey, alright. I gotta fucking swap in Digimon. I think I'll keep using Happy Tyrannomon. Because I do want to see Grand Agumon and Diaboromon. But I do want to make sure Patamon is in there as well. Because we'll have to train him eventually. I think having them level up at level 40 is weird. Because 40 is so late in the game that you will have other megas by the time you get it. It doesn't really make sense. There's a lot of this game that just wasn't play-tested, to be honest. That just doesn't even, like, make remote sense. Let's see. I think Veemon is officially our first Digimon to have 4 forms. I mean, I might as well load the techniques while I'm here too. I really don't use techniques in this game, and I feel like I should. I'm very bad at it. I think I'm gonna I'll level Guilmon up a little bit. I guess I'll try and get them all to 20. Just before we go too far. You have to go in full blind for DDLC, otherwise it ruins it in my opinion. Well, I'm gonna be the judge of that. Because there's, like, you know, I can't go blind, but I also don't want to just never play the game. I'd like to know the actual, like, ins and outs of it. And even knowing the thing that you have to know about that game ahead of time, I think I'd still probably find some enjoyment out of it in the execution. One of my favorite things in Danganronpa was there's a point where, and this is not a spoilery thing, it's a gameplay thing. There's a point in the game where oh how do I put this? Where your character basically like gives up, and then he gets like inspiration to go on again, and like the HUD for the game starts coming back. Like it had all faded away, and you were just in like a pure first-person mode, and then like once the character regains their like confidence, it starts coming back, and I think that's the coolest shit in the world. Just because it was something I didn't notice, and then when you see like the like health bar and stuff slowly come back, and the music starts picking up, I'm like, oh shit, right, I'm playing a video game. And I really liked the execution of it. I thought it was really good. I think I'm gonna save some of this money and buy some more health items. It was in a Danganronpa 2, if anyone knows what I'm talking about. It was towards the end. I'm still watching ProZD play Danganronpa, and boy is that a fucking fun time. I love that series so much. I really should play Danganronpa 3 just to know how it ends, but speaking of games that are spoiled, that's another game that someone spoiled for me. One of my Final Fantasy XIV friends spoiled that for me. And it is exactly the kind of spoiler, like a one like sentence spoiler that can ruin the entire game. But I'll play through it eventually, just because, you know, even if you know the overarching story, the like small moments and like the characters and stuff are still interesting. Can't get discouraged just from one setback. Okay, well, I guess Rex. They're gonna have 999 attack soon. For anyone who's played this game, can you confirm that even if their attack says 999, it's not actually maxed? Like, their attack will continue to go for further than that, the game just will stop displaying it? That's the way I've always understood it. Ultra Spare Girls 2, I played through Ultra Spare Girls. I don't have the Platinum, because I need to play it on Vita. And my motivation for playing Vita games is not as high as it used to be. I liked the game. I thought the story was really good. And then they did a similar thing. Where, so the music and the gameplay for that game are different from the normal Danganronpa games. But then when you fight the final boss, they play the boss music, or the boss music is, the Clash Trial, like, serious theme, which is, like, iconic if you played that Danganronpa. So it was hype as fuck. And I thought that was a really good use of that. I love when games do, like, gameplay stuff, like, they play, like, a certain music track, or they show, like, certain visual stuff. I'm a big fan of gameplay, like, playing around with gameplay stuff. It's like, it's a more obscure version of, like, Metal Gear Solid 3, when they make you pull the trigger at the end. Like, the story won't advance until you do. Stuff like that. Yeah, because I think attack goes beyond 999. Like, I feel like I've done it before. Welcome back. Oh, speaking of back, I need to stretch. Oh man, I'm debating if I should take a nap. I've been up since like 5 a.m. I woke up at 5 a.m. And then I had like a short nap from like 10 to 11:30. I'm still not feeling like fully rested. I'm at a point in my life where my my bed at home is better than a hotel bed, which has never been the case up until now. Like the hotel was like, it was just a standard bed. It was fine. It had sheets and like a light comforter. It was fine. But like I have a weighted blanket at home. I have like a fake Tempur-Pedic at home. Like my bed's the bomb. I love my bed. Love if you kill Ocelot and MGS3, you get a game over, and the game will tell you it'll change the future. Specifically, it'll tell you, it won't say game over. Instead of saying Snake is dead, it'll say Ocelot is dead, or I think it's like, Snake, you've created a time paradox. So one of my favorite things from Metal Gear is, I think everyone knows like the Metal Gear Solid 1 thing, where Psycho Mantis will you have to unplug your controller and put it in a controller slot 2 to fight him, which is really fucking amazing gameplay design. Like, that's actually genius to design a boss like that. Him like reading the memory card and stuff like that, and seeing like, oh, I see you've been playing Chrono Trigger. It's like, what the fuck? That's cool shit. In Metal Gear Solid 4, you fight a version of Psycho Mantis, and if you like manually on your PS3 set your controller to controller slot 2, you'll get a call from I forget, it's the major, colonel, captain, something like that, saying like, Snake, what are you doing? Oh, it seems like you've tried to change your controller to slot 2. That won't work this time. It's just like a really funny like callback, where like in case someone tries to do that. I love that shit. I wish more games did gameplay stuff. People do so much work trying to like write twists and like writing stuff like that, which don't get me wrong, are also good, but when I'm playing a video game, I very rarely, because I've played so many, I rarely see something that like I haven't seen before. Which means when I do see stuff that I haven't seen before, it's like so much better. It's like so much cooler. I'm like, hell yeah, something different. Does anyone know off the top of their head when the Binding of Isaac update comes out for PS4? And if Binding of Isaac is coming PS5, please. I want to platinum that game again. I love Binding of Isaac, and I just need an excuse to actually play through. I've played a good amount of Afterbirth Plus on Switch, but there's like a lot I haven't unlocked. Eternal Darkness, all that cool stuff similar to that with the insanity effects, like your TV turning off. So I can, I think I can talk about this because they never ended up doing it. One of the games I work on for April Fool's Day, not last year, but 2 years ago, or I guess not this year, but last year. They wanted to do a gag where you would be... I'm trying to not give away the game it was. They wanted to do a gag where in the middle of gameplay, it would say, you've been disconnected, and it would play like a fake, like, animation for like your game, like, save being deleted. The problem is, they couldn't do it because the game already had that as like a real warning. Like they already had an issue with games just like disconnecting in the middle of gameplay. And so they were like, listen, it'd be one thing, we could do this if we had a game that was functioning 100% of the time, but this is an issue people already have. So we can't make a joke about it because it just as easily could be real. And so we had to stop it. Third quarter of 2021 apparently? Nice. I wonder if there is supposed to be a PS5 version, or if it's just going to be an update to PS4. Because if it's an update to PS4, then they're not going to make, they won't make a new Platinum for it. But yeah, it was a cool prank, but because I work for customer service, I was like, please don't do that. We'll get so many fucking players writing in about it because it's an actual error. Like, it's not a joke to these people if they've already seen that error normally. So they really did try to make it work too. I felt bad because I was like, there's some creativity there, and it would be cool if they could do it, but their game doesn't run stable enough to do it. You know, unfortunate, but it's the way it works. Hey there, Nick, you have Rex with you? I do. My son and his friends have come out to play. Currently working on leveling them up so we can face the west sector. We more or less have the Digimon that we plan on. I think I'm going to try and go for Metal Garurumon on Guilmon. I think I'm going to try and go for Black Greymon on Rex. And I think I'm going to go for Diablomon or Diaboromon on Veemon. Things said before disaster. Oh, Rex is with you. His single day a month is almost up. It's not a month, it's a week, alright? We have a great relationship. Guys, when I put Rex to bed last night, he told me he loved me. I almost cried. I know we've been through so much, but I just appreciate that he really, he's such a strong kid. He's so tough. Here he's doing well in school, too. It's great. We did his homework. By the way, this is just Digimon World 3 Rex. Other versions, like in Next Order and whatnot, are canonically a happy family. Kinda wish Virus Metal Greymon was in this game, but I guess it would be kind of redundant. I mean, so is Black War Greymon, but he's in it. Who is Rex? My son, Kivu. You don't know? How dare you? How long have you been watching this channel? You don't know who Rex is? Shake my head, shake my head. What level is What level does Metal Monmon have to be to turn to Metal Guilmon? So this is the worst timeline for export thing. Even in the worst timeline, I'm still there for him. When things get tough. So I don't know. We'll see next Saturday if I still keep custody of him. It might get bad. That you're going to name my son Exodia? I mean, I can have multiple children. Exodia is the friend of my son Rex. They go to the same school. Who is Nick? I thought your name was Wrath. Yeah. My favorite thing is when people who are new to the channel will come in and talk and chat for the first time. They'll be like, "Hey Zalis, how's it going?" I'm like, "I've named myself Nick and said, again, my name is Nick in nearly every single series I've started. And I've said my name is Nick multiple times. And people will still go, "Hey Zalis, hey Wrath." And I'm like, "Did you just apparate here?" And you're just like, "Oh, this person's playing Digimon, alright." But even then, it's weird that they default to Zalis. I don't know. Is Rex adopted? No. Gotta remember how far the screen stretches with Metal Guilmon. Is Metal Guilmon a big boy? I think it's level 60. That raises several questions. I will be providing no answers. First name Wrath, last name Zalis. That's how it goes. I guess so. I mean, the last name is Zalis, so we get that part going for us. Yeah, what's your first name? Oh, it's Wrath. You know, like the sin. If I ever do decide to do merchandise, I really would like to do 7 sins. Like do a shirt for each one and have a different design. Just call it like have a shirt that says like Pride of Zalis, have one that says Wrath of Zalis, of course. One that says Lust of Zalis. I don't know what I would do for designs. I'd make Spencer do them. But I would like to do that one day. Maybe for the 10-year. Maybe I'll debut merchandise for the 10-year anniversary. We'll see if that goes. From what I've seen about doing actual merchandise, it's like kind of a hassle. Have your picture in different relevant poses? Well, I'd want to make merchandise that like you could wear out in public, and it'd be like if people knew, they'd be like, "Oh, hey," but it wouldn't be like weird to wear. Like I'd want stuff that could be worn in public. Anyone get the Lust of Zalis channel? I don't care. You can name yourself like YouTube doesn't have unique channel names. I'm pretty sure you can name yourself even if someone else already has that name. I think. Long man. I do have the PSN account for Lust of Zalis though. I got all the good ones. I think I have the emails as well. But yeah, I could do the 7 deadly sins. I could do wrath, pride, gluttony, lust, greed, sloth. I'm forgetting one. I don't know which one. Let's go down the persona bosses. Lust. Oh, the vanity doesn't count. So there's lust. There's gluttony, greed, pride, wrath, envy. That's the one. I always forget envy. But yeah, I can make one for each. And then the 8th sin, light. Because that makes sense. 190 machine res with Guilmon. Apologies, 200 machine res was from Agumon with Kumamon. Oh, I need machine resistance for it too? Ugh. If you were a homunculi from FMA, what sins do you think you'd represent? I would be the sins of original Fullmetal Alchemist. An amalgamation of all of them. Because some people like me, but mostly I'm forgotten and irrelevant. I guess we can go towards the next gym and raise our machine stuff. Spend my on level 50, machine res 190. I do remember the machine res requirement, I just forgot about it. Like now that you tell me about it, I do vaguely remember having to do that before. I would like my first Mega. I think, do I have to do a battle to unlock it too? I think I do. Don't people use Metal Guilmon for speedruns? I've never seen a speedrun of a Digimon game, so I don't know. I don't really watch too many speedruns. They're good occasionally, learn like tricks about your favorite games, but I don't really like go too hard on them. I probably need 10 to get it from 145 to 200, so... Oh, it increases your max HP too? So there's like no downside? Because I know Dark made something else go down. I don't like speedruns that use glitches and bugs. I don't think I think when I first heard of speedrunning I didn't really like those. But I kind of like them more now, because it's interesting to see how games get broken. And like where like the weaknesses are. The reason I never used to like glitch runs is because in my head I was like I'd never be able to do that. Like I only like ones where you like play normally, but I don't think that's true. I think I could learn speedrunning tricks well enough. Nice. You can sell so many Pride of Zalis shirts in June to the guys supporting Pride Month like every other huge corporation. I mean, I would do that. If that was a real thing, I would make Pride shirts. I'd probably release them before June, but I'd put them on sale for June, I guess, would be how I'd handle that. Mostly just skill and knowledge ones. See, I get that too, but I don't know. It depends on the kind of glitch. If it's like level skip and then the speedrun's 20 minutes and you just like immediately go to the end of the game, that's one thing, but if it's like interesting techniques, I think it's pretty cool. Anything else I want to train while I'm here? I guess speed for Agumon would be good. I feel like I should do more defense, actually. Gotta be the tanky boy. Ninja Gaiden speedruns, old and new ones are just perfection. I think the speedrun I remember liking a lot was the Jack and Daxter one in SGDQ from like 2016 or something. The dude got banned because he was joking around too much, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good time. It's interesting when speedrunners are also, like, entertaining. I watched a highlight reel of, I don't know if anyone watches Shenpai. They're friends with Ray Narvaez. So, she got Froob, who is, like, the head Yakuza speedrunner, like, the one who speedruns all the Yakuza and has, like, multiple, like, records. She got him and to teach her how to speedrun Yakuza 2. And Ray was just kind of, like, watching. And she was just, like, fucking failing through it. And like, accidentally at the end discovered a new skip because she missed a button prompt, and then accidentally skipped a phase because of it. And it was so funny because by the end of it, they were just like done with it. They were like kind of done because she was just like freaking out so much. And she was like, "Did I discover a new skip?" And he's like, "Oh my god, yes." She's like, "Can you call it the Shen skip?" I thought it was really funny. Yeah, that video is super good. That's a really fucking good video. I'm surprised so many people have seen it. Maybe it went through the YouTube algorithm. I don't really watch Shen, but she seemed really funny in that. Go left, turns right. I love Rain Shen. I'll probably watch Froob too. I see his personality was so nice. Froob seems like a good dude. I like that because Ray got so obsessed with the Yakuza games, he accidentally became friends with the Yakuza speedrunner. Let's do defense, I think. I should rewatch that video. It was good. I always appreciate when streamers do highlight videos, because if they're like new to the channel, it's a good place to start. I do highlights very occasionally. They're a lot of fucking work. That's why, like, every time people do highlights, it's always like an editor did it for them. Because it takes so much fucking time to do those. It's just a lot. I haven't seen Ray since he left AH. Oh man, you're missing out. I think Ray's better than he's ever been. He's a lot happier now. And he's like hit his stride a lot more. I think he works better in a streaming environment than in like kind of like canned content. Do I enjoy board games? I'm a fan, occasionally. I don't play too much my own, but I used to like Funhouse's Bored as Hell series. It was really good. But yeah, I recommend checking out Ray's channel. I mean, if you like me, it's a lot of the same kind of monotonic commentary. Yeah, he did the, I think a good one to get into him for would be his Pokemon Stadium videos, where he went and did a Pokemon Stadium randomizer, the thing where you like, or rental randomizer, where you have to try and beat the challenge with like 6 random Pokemon that you can choose from, and it's just like the Pokemon that you can choose from in that game are really bad. Ticket to Ride if you get a chance. Interesting. I've heard of that, I think. Ray post-AH is such a different person. He told the one story. He told the one story of him changing so much after leaving. When did he tell that story? But yeah, I mean, I've been following him since he left AH. Honestly, I pretty much stopped. Or I didn't stop completely, but I really don't watch Achievement Hunter, and I stopped slowly after Ray left. Like I'd watch for a while, but it just seemed like their content didn't really age, or maybe I aged out of it. Where like I just stopped really finding like the screaming every fucking video that funny. I preferred it when it was like, you know, reacting to like actual moments and not like just like kind of canned or like not fabricated is the wrong word, but like exaggerated maybe, where it's like something wasn't that crazy, but they react like it's like the end of the world. I just don't really like that stuff. Really good compilation of those randomized. I believe he told that in a Pokemon opening stream, unless they had a fever dream to second shot. Maybe. I mean, the gist of it was that he just wasn't enjoying it. He didn't want to keep playing Minecraft and GTA all the time and like forcing content and like bleeding from a stone. He'd rather play games because he enjoyed them or he wanted to play through them. Which is why the way he does it now, where he just like runs through a game and like, you know, he'll play through a game and then finish it and move on to another game. I think that's the ideal way to do YouTuber streaming, is just like keep doing it. So AH is Achievement Hunter, who used to be part of Rooster Teeth. They're probably still big. I don't know what their analytics are, but I used to watch them growing up when I was in like end of high school, early college. Then I moved on to Funhouse and watching Ray, and now I mostly just watch people who've like branched out from that. But I like Ray Narvaez a lot because he's really transparent about their like recording and streaming process, and very open about a lot of that stuff. And he's not, like I said, he's not like screaming every fucking video. I mean, they've gone through a lot. That stuff last year with fucking Ryan Haywood turning out to be a fucking rapist is a lot. Like that's the first like YouTube like I guess scandal that like hit me pretty hard. Whereas I used to watch this dude growing up, and it turns out he's a fucking scumbag. Oh, that's the whole reason I went back. Thank you. But yeah, I don't really watch those anymore. It's gone hill since the Ryan stuff. I mean, I can't blame them. A similar thing happened to Funhouse, where they fired Adam Kovic. Which made sense for what he did too. It wasn't nearly as bad as Ryan, but just like a lot of weird shit. I like the Funhouse members individually, and I still like a lot of Funhouse videos, but I am starting to feel like I'm slipping away. It's not even that I think the new cast is bad. It's just I don't know if that's the kind of gameplay I really enjoy anymore, like watching. I tend to prefer more long form content now, so like quick like 15-minute videos are good occasionally if I'm like taking a break and need to eat food or something, but I don't really watch too much of it anymore. Is he in prison yet or facing any justice at all? I have not kept up with it, so I don't have an answer. So that's the thing too, is like so this is a problem with the Funhouse subreddit where people like always post like old videos and stuff because they're like, you know, they like old Funhouse, but they don't really give new Funhouse time of day. And they'll like post videos of like Adam being in them, and I'm like, I can't go back and watch his videos anymore. Like, it's weird. It's weird knowing this dude like jerked off in the office and like was doing a bunch of like shit and getting catfished and like taking weird pictures of his wife and stuff like that. It's like it feels gross, and so like I can't watch videos of him anymore. And it's the same thing with AH, where it's like I could never fucking even hear his voice again. It's like it's so vile what he did. So it's just like the people who like have nostalgia for that stuff and don't recognize that, like, you know, when stuff and allegations come out and like there's a lot of proof of that stuff comes out, it's like you can't just like pretend it didn't happen. It's super fucking gross. So I don't know. He did briefly try to just like stream on his own, which if you're one of the people who was like, oh, I know you got fired from AH, but let me keep watching him on his own, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, it's just, it's so gross. I remember when the Ryan stuff happened, I read a lot of like the accounts of stuff like that and the proof that people put together and like the actual screenshots and whatnot. I was like, this is really vile. It's one of those things where like I couldn't believe it, so like I had to like see the proof, and I was like, yeah, this is fucking damning. I did the same thing with Adam, where it's like, oh, Jesus, he's not getting away from this. But yeah, I mean, that being a dark corner aside, I tend to watch, like, individual people now. Like, I watch Ray Narvaez a lot. I watch Alana Pierce. Her Resident Evil 8 playthrough is really good. And I watch her, like, reaction stuff to gaming announcements and stuff, because she's really positive most of the time. I like to watch people who are, like, genuinely into video games, and not just, like, reacting for reaction videos, if that makes sense. Like, because I don't give a shit. I don't need to see someone go, oh, like, unless they fucking mean it. So I try to curate my content. Sean said earlier that like 99% of YouTube is just like overreacting to videos and like screaming at the top of your lungs. I work very hard to like curate my YouTube algorithm and stuff like that to not watch that shit. So that being said, I watch YouTube more than anything else. Like I don't really watch that many like actual shows or anime and stuff. I tend to watch mostly streams and gameplay uploads. He doesn't seem like that long of a boy. Yeah, only watch Wrath of Zalis. That's how you be safe. No sexual assault allegations here. You know why? Because I don't sexually assault people. Crazy, I know, especially in 2021, but turns out consent is sexy. Put my YouTube watch list of things I actually want to watch a few hours at 2x speed. Yeah, I don't really use watch lists. I should. I don't really, like, use the watch list function. I basically just use my library and, like, will watch videos that I continue. Yes, Vil, that's exactly what I do. I play so many games and I trophy hunt so often that, like, I need content that I can put on the background and not have to, like, focus completely on. And for that, because, like, usually I'm playing a game in the background, so I need stuff that, like, I can watch, I can, like, listen into, I can, like, peer over every so often, but, like, I can't, there's some, like, shows and stuff I can't just put on the background because it feels, like, disingenuous. Like, if I put on an anime with subtitles and just played a video game in the background, I'd have no fucking idea what happened, and I just couldn't do that. Well, then why don't you watch the dub? Because I don't like dubs. A lot of people who do dub voices are very talented. I just, like, it just still sounds off to me. Digimon World 2 playthrough is so good for that. The original one? Ugh. I struggled to make that one. Digimon World 2, the first time I played it, was the very first time that I had to give up on a video series because I was like, it's boring. And I don't even think you guys want me to play this. And then, like, I asked, like, do you guys want to still watch this? And everyone was like, no. And I was like, why the fuck didn't you guys say something earlier? Like, oh, the one I'm doing now. I do think that one's better. Yeah. That one's a bit much. I think I mentioned this already, but I'm going to have to choose between that and Cyber Sleuth on which game I want to record, because they're both, like, they both go for a while, and I kind of need to be able to, like, because I have to fill the dead air for those ones, I can't really react to the gameplay as much, because, like, there's not that much gameplay. Like, or not that much, like, unique gameplay, as opposed to, like, this game, or, like, Digimon World 1, or Next Order, or something like that. I kind of have to have, like, enough to talk about on my own, and if I don't have enough, then that's because, you know, I can't fill multiple games doing that. Digimon World 2 greater than Cyber Sleuth? Yeah, I thought you'd say that. I think I mentioned it in one of the videos where I'm like, so, I'm really enjoying Cyber Sleuth. But I think people will pick Digimon World 2 anyway because it's like 30 years old. And people want me to play old games because they only want to play nostalgic games and they don't want to see new things. What games do I just play for myself in my downtime? I bounce from game to game between new releases and trophy hunting. I don't really play a lot of, like, older games anymore because I don't really have the motivation for it. I'll do it occasionally, but not very often anymore. Digimon World 2 I would prefer because I can't currently play it myself. I fell asleep playing Digimon World 2. That's the Digimon World 2 experience. That being said, Sean brought up a good point where I've never actually finished Digimon World 2, so that would be the one that would be more interesting to see. As opposed to Cyber Sleuth, which has like a 60-part fucking series in this. Do I have any guilty pleasure games? Not really. I just play a lot of different games, so I don't really have any, like, that I'm, like, ashamed to play. I'll occasionally play, like, really shitty Rattle game, like, trophy games. But I don't really enjoy it. I usually just follow a guide and just finish them in, like, a few minutes. Not a few minutes, maybe like an hour or so. But I don't, like, derive pleasure from it. I just do it for trophies. Dark Tales of Destiny and PS2 with new English patch, so I'm happy that's finally in English. Nice. If I want to play old games, I honestly just play them on the channel because that's, like, motivation, and people tend to like the older games more. So if I get, like, a nostalgic mood, I just play it on for content. I don't really play older games on my own anymore unless I have a reason to. That being said, we're at about 2.5 hours, a little shorter than I normally go, but your boy is tired. I'm coming back from a weekend away. So I'm gonna call it here, I think. Thank you guys for coming out. I'm glad people seem to be enjoying this series. I mean, I'm enjoying it too. As much as I joke about under separating me from my kids. As much as I joke about it, it is interesting to have to swap between them because it provides a new layer of like challenge. It's mostly just means I have to grind more, but it does mean that like I'm using Digimon I wouldn't normally use. I have to look up different Digivolution lines and stuff like that. So I enjoy it. Yeah. See you guys on for this game. I'll see you on Saturday. As a reminder, July 17th, Saturday at noon Eastern time. We're going to go for a while. I don't know how long our stream will be exactly. It's not going to be 24 hours. It's not going to be a drunk stream. There's no donation goals. We're going just for chill. We're just going to have a fun time. See what we can do. I think there might be like one donation goal, but I'm going to reveal it that day. And we'll see if I even do it. So, thank you guys. And if not, you know, I'll see you guys soon. Watch part 4 of Forbidden Memories tomorrow. Then the finale of Digimon World 1. And I think you guys will enjoy it. So, thank you guys, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.